So this video is going to be about my bulk 223 load. For the last 3 to 4 years, I've been reloading with H335 powder with 23.1 grains for the Hornady 55 grain full metal jacket. And this load has been great. I've shot and loaded thousands of them and everything has been fine. I've never had a malfunction with my gun. It cycles everything reliably. But the last time at the range with these, this past or 2 weekends ago, I noticed when I get it out to 400 yards, I'm not getting the accuracy that I'm wanting. So I thought I would revisit this. The reason why I went with 23.1 was probably 4 years ago, I did a low development on it, and I started at 23 grains and went all the way to 25. And it seemed like at that time, the closer I got to 25 grains, the farther my groups got. So 23.1 is what I settled on, and actually Hornady, which I know is very conservative on their load data, 23.1 is on the upper end on their load data. So I stuck with that. It's worked. Like I said, I'm going to revisit it, and I may get the same results again. I don't know, but I thought after 4 years, it's good to revisit it. I've changed some reloading techniques. I'm sure I've gotten a little better. My powder scale has been upgraded, so why not? Let's see. And if I'm loading these in bulk, if a half grain of powder up or down can make the difference in accuracy or reliability, then why not go ahead and load in bulk that way? So what I plan on doing is shooting 5 sets at different charges. So 23 grains, 23 and a half, 24, 24 and a half, and 25 grains. And I know that's a wide range of charges for a ladder load. You usually want to go in smaller increments, but I'm just looking for something to see if I get some good groups at one of these, and then I can dial it in more precise later. But the reason why I've got 2 columns on here is because I'm going to have 2 different shooters doing this. I'm going to shoot 5 groups myself, and then I'm going to have a friend of mine shoot the other 5, and hopefully we can get consistent results with one charge and 2 shooters. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to load these up and get as precise as I can. I'll probably weigh the bullets. I'm not going to get too anal about it, but I'll make sure that they're pretty consistent and we don't have any outliers in weights. That way, these results are the best that we can get. So we'll load them up and hopefully we'll see you back at the range here shortly. This is the brass that I'm going to be using for this. This is Lake City 2019 brass. I got lucky. Last time I was at the range, the guy in front of me was just mag dumping with this stuff and left it all there. So obviously, I've cleaned it, and this is after a wet tumble. They turned out beautiful. So this way, all the brass will be the same. Every one of these, Lake City 19. So I think I ended up picking up like 130 of them. So this is what we're going to use for the low development. So see you shortly. All right, I'm going to start loading all of these up. I'm not going to bore you guys with the lengthy details of, adding powder and seating the bullet, all of that, since we've done it in a different video. But basically what I've done up until this point is the brass has been fully prepped. It has been cleaned, full length, resized. I actually just bumped the shoulder back 0.02 of an inch. It's been trimmed, chamfered, deburred, and primed. So at this point, these are ready to fill with powder and seat the bullets. So I've got my H335 ready, and I'm going to be dispensing the charge with my new Bushmaster light. And I'll first, verify the charge with a pretty good digital scale here. So I'm going to get these loaded up and then take them to the range and see how they shoot. All right, I've got 2 more to go. This is the 25 grain batch right here, and this pound of powder is almost out. You can see the Bushmaster light is just grabbing what it can. But it made me realize how slow this is going. I guess if you wanted to get real precise with accurate loads, don't fill it up very far at all, and it will take this thing forever to get to where it's going to land. But I bet it's pretty darn accurate because it's just dropping a few granules at a time right now. So might be a way to do some precision powder throwing here if you have the patience for it. But hopefully this will stretch out for 2 more rounds. If not, I do have another pound, but I'd rather it all be from the same lot. The powder is about 3 months different than the other one, so I think there's enough in there. I might have to manually charge it, but we'll see what happens. See you soon. Alright, they're all finished. 10 rounds of 5 different shot groups here. And this little scorecard, it's folded over in each one. Like I said, 2 people will shoot each one of these loads. So we'll try to get velocities of all 5 shots and get a group size and report back. I was really happy with my overall lengths, probably more consistent with this 55 grain bullet than I've ever had. And not sure if it's because of this Lake City brass or I did get a new Rock Chucker Supreme, so I don't know, but it was like just right on the money, 2.20 every single time. The reason why this one is off is I just seated one without backing it out, and it just happened to seat at 2.19, the very first one. So instead of pulling it and then backing the seating stem out, I just left this whole batch at 2.19. It's close enough. But for the others, I backed it out and dialed it in at 2.20, and like I said, it stayed there right on the money the whole time. So got to wait now for a nice day that's not too windy, and we'll go out and see how they shoot.